Hi guys, I hope you're all well. It's currently Sunday the 16th of February 2020 and welcome to week 214 of my weight loss journey. In last week's video we all saw I had a pretty disastrous week of seeing a gain of 3.5 pounds or 1.6 kilogram, which meant my body mass index went from 48.6 up to 49.1. I'm going to start the proceedings off by reviewing my calorie consumption for the past week, which we can see in the graph above. The average of this was 2,488 compared to the previous week at 3,016. So I finally managed to get my calorie consumption under control this week, and I've brought it within my recently set target of 2,500 as an average overall for the week. Obviously Sunday and Saturday are still the days where I've gone over 2,500, but I did say that I want to stick within 3,000 calories, especially on a weekend. So I've achieved that, and overall I've hit the target, so I'm very pleased with that. My fluid consumption though has come below my target of 3,500 to 3,461 millilitres. So not great, just short, but it's not far off, so I'll give myself a pass on that one. If we now look at my step count, which we can also see in the graph above, the average of this was 10,338 compared to the previous week at 10,424. So it's still above 10,000 steps. I'm perfectly happy. You can see last Sunday there was not many steps done whatsoever. That's because the UK was being hit by Storm Kyra. I think that was right. And this weekend we're being hit by Storm Dennis. So again, it's going to be limited steps, I think, this weekend. But yeah, I'm pleased I've achieved my 10,000. Okay, I thought it might be interesting. Since I've been on my weight loss journey now for 4 years, I might as well do a review of how I've performed on the stats that I monitor on a weekly, daily basis. I'll also overlay the amount of weight that I've lost each of those years onto the graph, which I'm about to show you. And I'm just going to go through and explain what this graph represents. I'm going to start with my calorie allowance, and for the first year I gave myself 3,010 calories to have each day. And as an average, what I've achieved for over the year, the first year was 2,881. My second year of my weight loss journey, I decided to reduce my calorie allowance from 3,010 down to 2,700. And I achieved, my average for my second year was 2,654 calories. Year 3 was 2,660 calories. And year 4 was 2,743 calories. So this is the first time I averaged out well above, well, not well above, but just over my target of 2,700. So obviously I've had more occasions throughout my 4th year of going over rather than being under. If we now look at my fluid consumption, year 1 was averaged out to be 2,393 millilitres. Year 2 was 2,778 millilitres. Year 3 was 3,054 millilitres. And last year, year 4, was 3,272 millilitres. So there has been a stepped increase each year, so I have improved upon that stat at least. Now the interesting stat for me is my activity levels. Now if we look right back to my very first week, or week 0 on my videos that I released, I only achieved 1,025 steps as an average for the whole week. Now, at the end of my first year of my weight loss journey, my average was 2,186 steps. At the end of my second year, it was 5,482 steps, so quite a big jump up there. Year 3 was 6,103 steps, and finally last year, my average worked out to be 8,318 steps. So again, There is a remarked incline in activity levels, and of course, as you know, this year for my calorie consumption I've reduced it from 2,700 down to 2,500, and my fluid consumption I've gone from 3,000 to 3,500, and stepwise I'm wanting to achieve finally my 10,000 steps average. It's that time of the week where we all get to see if I've managed to lose any more weight, so here it is guys, here's my weigh-in. I weigh 167 kilograms, which is 368.2 pounds, or 26 stone 4.2 pounds. This means in the last week I've seen a loss of 2 pounds or 0.9 kilogram, and if we compare this result to the result I obtained at Slimming World, you can see this right here. At Slimming World this week, I also saw a loss of 2 pounds or 0.9 kilogram. This week's loss now means I've lost 57.9% of the weight I gained over Christmas. Based on this week's weight loss, it sees my body mass index go from 49.1 down to 48.8. And if we look at my third weight loss target, last week it was 44.3% complete, and after the loss it goes up to 47.1% complete. So in the 214 weeks of been doing this weight loss journey, I've lost a total of 173 pounds, which is 78.5 kilograms, or 12 stone, 5 pounds. Next week, I'm going to continue working towards losing the Christmas weight gain. I would love to see 2 to 3 pound weight loss next week. Stats wise though, they're all pretty much where I like them to be. Maybe just my fluid increase that slightly to get it back above the 3,500 milliliter mark. But overall, I'm pretty happy with those, and hopefully I will see that weight loss that I'm hoping for next week. But other than that guys, that's it. That's the end of this week's video. As always, if you'd like to continue following me along my weight loss journey and hopefully get to see much less of me in the future, by all means subscribe to my channel so you don't get to miss out on any future videos that I post. I wish you all a fantastic week, and I'll see you all again next Sunday.